Hello viewers, welcome to RBP Cricket Online. In today's video, we'll be talking about swing bowling. Yes, a lot of people have made it complicated, but I'll make it simple, and I'll promise that after watching this video, if you watch the video fully, then you will be able to do swing on both ways. Yes, everybody should be able to do swing on both the ways if you watch this video carefully, and I'll try and make as simple as possible, as easy as possible for all of you guys there. And one more thing is, this video is available in 3 languages: Kannada, English, which is this video, and in Hindi as well. So every video is simple and easy to understand. So without wasting any further time, let's begin. Before we go any further, for some of you guys, I'll explain you what swing bowling is. When a fast bowler bowls the ball, it moves in the air and it doesn't go straight. The movement of the ball in the air in a form of a curve is called swing. Okay, there are 2 types of conventional swing. One is in swing and another one is out swing. Now, in swing is nothing but when the ball moves in the air towards the batsman, it's called in swing. And the opposite, which is when the ball moves in the air away from the batsman, is called out swing. There's one more variety called reverse swing, but uske liye I'll make another different video which needs a little bit of time, so that's for another topic. So you understood what is swing bowling. So in simple terms, movement of the ball in the air towards the batsman is in swing, away from the batsman is out swing. Let's move on to our next section, where I'll tell you how the ball swings, why the ball swings. So you understood what is in swing and out swing, and you should know why it swings. What is this? Yes, you know, this is the tail of an airplane, and there is a section in this tail which is called a rudder. And you might be asking what it has to do with swing bowling. Let me tell you. When the plane is moving in the air, the pilot moves the rudder left or right. When the rudder moves left or right, it creates difference in air pressure, and thus it helps the plane to move in right or left direction. Okay, now again, same thing. Yes, we got it. But what it has to do with swing bowling and the leather ball? Let me tell you. So I have this leather ball. If you see, there is a seam. Now the seam in the leather ball acts as a rudder. So when you bowl the ball, when it's moving through the air, if the seam is straight like this, if it's going straight like this, it will not deviate, it will go straight because the seam is pointing straight like the tail of an airplane. But all this changes if you point the seam in a certain direction. Now, because the presence of seam is on one side, the air deflects and takes longer path, and thus creates pressure on one side while the air on the other side moves smoothly. Thus, this difference in air pressure causes the ball to move in the air and thus produces swing. Understood? So that's the science behind it. If you know it, it's good. Now you can take the advantage of knowing this when you're bowling. Now, the big question, what do I have to do with information? How can I use this information to start bowling swing? So let me tell you in this section. So now that you know why the ball swings, so if you point the ball in a certain direction, it will move. So that brings us to this section where I'll tell you how you can swing. So I'll tell you 3 ways of doing swing. Yes, there are 3 different ways you can try and bowl swings. Now I'm telling you 3 different ways because not one particular thing suits every bowler. Every bowler has his own way of doing things. You are a different bowler from another person. Okay, so don't try to imitate what he is doing. You must be, your style is different, your bowling action is different. So see which suits you. But basically there are 3 things. One of this should work for you. So let's understand what these 3 things are. First one is pointing the seam. What is pointing the seam? So if you want to bowl an outswinger, just point the seam in the slip region like this and bowl with your normal action, normal bowling, and it should swing outside. Now, if you point the seam towards the batsman or towards the fine leg and bowl your normal bowling, it goes in swing. Simple? So that's how it is. If you point the seam in whichever direction, it will start moving in that direction. Whichever direction matlab slips or fine leg. Got it? Now that's first way of doing swing. Second way of doing swing is what I call is flicking of the wrist. Now what you should do is, when you're releasing the ball, instead of releasing it like straight, just create a small angle like that, okay, while releasing like this. So that what it creates is, it creates an angle for the ball to move. Now when you do this, it just goes on the outside, and if you do opposite like this, it will go inside. So you have to do this when at the point of release, small flick, and it will move towards the direction where you are trying to flick. So that's the second way of doing it. The third way of doing swing is called finishing of the arm, bowling arm. So the finishing of the bowling arm matlab, when you bowling, make sure if you want to bowl out swing, okay, so finish your arm outside the thigh, okay. If you finish your arm outside the thigh, it goes out swing, and if you finish the bowling arm inside your thigh, it goes in swing. Now common sense, if you use your common sense, you will understand that while doing outside the thigh, you are creating an angle like this, so which is going outside. Okay, if you are doing in swing, if you are finishing your arm inside, you are creating an angle for the ball going inside. Very simple, very basic. Now if you go out there and start trying to bowl swing, it may not happen. Yes, that's the reason it was so simple, correct? If this was so simple, everybody would have been swinging the ball. Okay, so which is that complicated thing which you should know to start bowling swing? Now the very important thing for any fast bowler, any bowler who wants to swing, is he should know that the ball should stay on the seam like this. Okay, it should stay on the seam like this. What do I mean by that? Okay, if it goes wobbly like this, it doesn't swing. Why? Common sense. The wind pressure, wind difference doesn't work, right? If it's wobbling, there is no difference of air pressure created, so it doesn't swing. So it has to swing, it has to stay on the seam, correct? So now it has to stay on the seam. There's one more thing you should do. It has to have a backspin, okay? If it doesn't backspin, it will not stay on the seam. Simple example, cycle. If you're riding a bicycle, you know, when it's moving, it stays straight. When it's not moving, it falls. Simple. Like if the ball is spinning backwards like this, it will stay on the seam, or else it will not stay on the seam. So you should first learn how to keep the ball spinning backwards like this, and I'll tell you how exactly you can do that. Simple. One thing is, there are three things I will tell you, okay? Yeah, why is everything three things? I don't know, but it's coincidentally everything is three steps. So first thing is, you have to know how to hold a ball. I have done one video on this, but in this video also I'll explain how to hold a ball. So 2-finger bunny ears grip like this. You can have a wider grip, or you can keep the fingers a little bit closer. Individual preference, okay? I don't specify. So there should be a gap between your ball and your hand. That's second one. Third one is, ball should be resting on your thumb. So this is how you hold a ball for pace bowling. Now, to have that backspin which I was talking about all this while is, when you're bowling, your wrist should be always backwards like this, cocked backwards like this. Why? Okay? Very simple. When you release the ball, what you're doing is you're imparting that spin like that. Okay? See this. If your wrist is back, it will go like this. If your wrist is like this, that you can't bowl that backspin. Backspin will not come. So it's very simple. Keep your wrist backwards when you're bowling. Okay? That's how you can have that backspin going on. So one thing is to practice this is called finger flick. So what you can do is, you can take a friend's help, or you can do this on your own. But to do this on your own, you should know that the ball is spinning on the back or not. I'll tell you what to do exactly. So first thing is, hold the ball like this backwards and just try to flick it, okay, with your wrist. First do it with the wrist. Once, at least 100 times you should do this, okay, until you get mastered. And next thing you can do is, once you get better at this, second step you can do is, put your elbow, bowling arm elbow on your another hand like this, and move your entire hand with your wrist being backwards like this, okay? And again practice this another 100 till you get better at it. Better. What is the word better? Better matlab not just
throwing, better at keeping the ball straight on the seam. Now how should you know whether the ball is going on the seam or not? Because when you throw, you can't see it. Sometimes you can see it. So what you can do is you can buy a double colored ball, which is like this. You can buy this kind of a double colored ball, which is available on Amazon. I'll put the link here. You can buy that, or if you don't want to do all that, you can just paint or put a sticker or a sellotape on the seam of any ball and practice this. Okay, basically leather ball is better to practice this, because if you don't have a friend, you can just see where the ball is going. If your friend is there, he can obviously tell you, hey, it's wobbling or it's not wobbling. Okay, so it should not never go wobbling like this, never swings. Okay, now once you've done that, the third step is two-step bowling. Okay, normal, take 2 steps and keep bowling. Okay, and observe the seam, what it is doing. Okay, now once you get better at all these 3 things, once the seam starts going straight, then you go back to trying to see which technique suits you to bowl. So they have taught you 3 techniques. One is your seam pointing technique, where you point the seam in a certain direction and you move in a certain direction. And then I taught you about flicking of your wrist, and the third thing I taught you about finishing your arm. Okay, these things you will start doing it only after you finish my 3 steps of practicing the seam position. Okay, so seam position is important, backspin is important to start swinging. If it doesn't happen, you will not swing. Okay, so we have done all this, but if you see, most of the times in the matches, only in several times it swings a lot, and sometimes it swings a little bit, and sometimes it never swings. Correct? Now there's a reason for that, is because weather also plays a very important role. But at least you should know how to bowl the ball on the seam and control it. So that's the whole thing. I hope you like the video, and don't forget to check my other videos also. There are so many other videos, and if you want to be notified whenever my new video comes, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe, because you will get an email or any notification on your phone about my new videos. And again, don't forget, this videos is available in other 2 languages, which is Hindi and Kannada. And if you want to share, please share with your cricket buddies, so they all become better at swing bowling. And any questions, anything you ask, any doubts, put it on the comment section. And if you want to send some messages or any wishes, there is my Instagram ID. You can send it there, and we can connect it over there also. Okay, I hope you like the video, and I tried my best to explain all those things. And that's about it. Till my next video. Bye bye.